What's up guys, GameNut here and welcome back to week number 8 of our NFL regular season predictions. So just quick side note before we jump into this, I do know that I'm a little bit quiet right now. I do apologize, it's pretty late at night right now, so I kind of have to stay on the silent side, but let's go ahead and take a quick look, of course, at last week's predictions and see how well we did. And guys, we're continuing our streak, man. We're absolutely killing it right now. So you guys can see all those green check marks next to our column. We went 10-4. Yeah, we're continuing to improve. Still hit double digits, got 10 games correct, and this time only 4 games wrong. So we're absolutely destroying it, man. That puts our overall record for this season at this point 62, 43, and 2. So not bad. We're actually stretching pretty far away from the 500 mark at this point. And then as we look at Madden 19, doing pretty good, man. We're starting to pull away with them, just little by little each and every single week. They went 8-6. So I mean, they went positive, 8 correct and only 6 wrong isn't too bad. But obviously we did a little bit better than them. So that puts their overall record now at 54, 51, and 2, which now currently puts us 8 games ahead of Madden 19. I mean, like I said, man, little by little every single week we are continuing to go in front of Madden 19 in overall records, man. So I'm definitely liking the way that this is going. So now let's go ahead and get into our week 8 predictions. So of course you guys know we had the Thursday night game. We had the Dolphins taking on the Texans, and you guys are going to see my tweet on screen right here. And we finally got ourselves another Thursday night game at correct, man. Went ahead and picked the Houston Texans, of course. I mean, that was definitely an easy call there. To have to go ahead and say that the Texans were going to come out on top and win that game, because I mean the Dolphins, man, I mean I don't really know what their deal was. I mean, starting off the season 3-0, and then obviously they just kind of plummeted at that point. But obviously with Deshaun Watson and the Texans defense starting to play really well at this point of the season, it was a home game for them. That was definitely an easy call to go ahead and choose those guys. So glad to know that we got the Thursday night game correctly picked already. So as we head into our Sunday games, man, one of my goals at this point now of the season is I kind of want to have a perfect week. Like, I would definitely like to get every single game guessed correctly 1 week before this season is over. I might be able to do it. I mean, every single week we've improved on the amount of games that we get correct every single time. So I think it might be possible. So obviously we still have hope here, considering we got Thursday night correct. But first up, we do have our London game. Of course, we've got the Eagles going to take on the Jaguars, two teams that almost met in the Super Bowl last year. And they're not having a very good start to the seasons right now, man. It's currently both of them sitting at 3-4. Well, I mean, the Jags actually, started off hot. Weren't they 3-0 at the start of the season? I think, right? Weren't they 3-0 and now they're 3-4? That's crazy, man. The Jags, I don't know, man. They're kind of having some issues right now. I'm not going to lie, but I'm gonna still have to go with the Jaguars in this game. This one might bite me, man. I mean, the Jags have been sucking big time lately, but London's kind of their home. They're used to going there. I mean, they go and play in London every single year. I still think I gotta go with the Jacksonville Jaguars here, man. I don't think the Eagles are going to be able to beat them. I think I just gotta go with the team that's going to be more comfortable in London, so gotta go Jags. Our next slew of games here, we have a bunch of divisional matchups, and of course we are starting off with the Denver Broncos, who are 3-4, going to take on the champs currently in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs. They're sitting at 6-1, and I mean, obviously, the Chiefs already played the Broncos at Denver, in prime time, and they beat them. So I think with Denver coming now to the stadium of the Chiefs, there's no way that they're coming out on top. Obviously, the Chiefs, they're going to hold it down at home, man. They're going to continue on their domination. They are going to be a 7-1 team after this week. Next division game, we've got the Cleveland Browns, 4-1. Going against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the team that they tied in week number 1. That was week 1, right? I think so. The Steelers are currently sitting 3-2-1. Now, part of me really wants to choose Cleveland. I really, really do. If this was a home game for Cleveland, I probably would go with them, but I think I gotta go Pittsburgh. I don't think the Steelers are gonna let what happened to them the first week of the season against the Browns, let this go to overtime, almost be a tie game or whatnot. Or actually, wait, it was a tie game, obviously. I don't think they're gonna let that happen this time. So I want to pick the Browns, man, but I think we just have to pick the Steelers just because it kind of makes sense. So gonna be going with Pittsburgh at home. And then the third of our division games here in the 1 o'clock games, we've got the Redskins, who are doing actually really well at this point of the season. They're sitting at 4-2. And then we've got these guys, the New York Giants, currently sitting 1-6. I mean, just so many problems. They can't finish games. Definitely part of that reason I think might be Eli Manning, but You guys might call me crazy, but I think I'm going to go with the Giants for this game. Yes, I'm going to go with the New York Giants defending their home stadium. They're going to get their second win of the season because I've told you guys this a couple episodes ago when I did my predictions. It doesn't matter how good a certain team is. Doesn't matter, like, you know, if it's a division game and they're going in and it's like a 7-0 team and then the opponent's like a 1-6 team or whatever, right, and whatnot. It's like I always feel like division opponents play each other very, very tough. So in this situation, you know, obviously the NFC East isn't like a crazy good division. Now, the Giants obviously are like the lowest of the teams in that division right now, but I still think they'll play them tough. See, I think the Giants, you know, they're going to obviously be in desperation mode at this point. They literally have to win every single game at this point on. They have to go like 9-0 from this point if they actually want to have a chance at the season. Obviously, that's probably not going to happen, but I think I'm going to go Giants. I think I'm going to take them at home and see if they can hold off the Redskins. Next up, we've got two 3-3 teams with the Seattle Seahawks going and traveling to take on the Detroit Lions. And, you know, the Lions have... I've been choosing them a little bit this year. They haven't been too nice to me. They always get it wrong for me. Well, they actually lose, I mean, is what I meant to say whenever I pick these guys. But I feel like, you know, it makes sense to go with the home team here. I mean, Seattle, obviously, they're kind of like an inconsistent. Actually, both of these teams are pretty inconsistent now that I think about it. I mean, one week they're going to be really good. Like the Seahawks can compete with the Rams and only lose by 3 points. And then the Lions, the next week, they could get destroyed by the Jets at home in prime time and whatnot, but then they'll be able to beat the Packers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. These two teams are very inconsistent, but I'm going to, like I said, go with the home team once again. We are going to take the Lions in this one. Next, we've got the Buccaneers, who are sitting at 3-3, going to take on the Bengals, who are 4-3. Now, obviously, the Bengals started off really hot to this season as well, and then they've taken a couple losses back-to-back and whatnot, and obviously, this would make sense to go with the home team here. Obviously, the Bengals are probably a better team than the Buccaneers, but this is going to be like my wild pick for the week, guys. I like trying to do this once every single week and go with the team that's probably not projected or predicted to win, and I'm going to go with the Buccaneers here, okay? I'd like to see Tampa Bay travel into Cincinnati and come out with the win, so we're going to be going with Buccaneers in this game. Now we've got the New York Jets, who are sitting 3-4. They are going to go and take on the Chicago Bears, who are sitting 3-3. The Bears are a pretty good team, man. I'm not going to lie. Their defense is pretty nice. Obviously, they almost beat the Patriots last week. They were pretty close, but this is again going to be my wild pick. I know I just said I had a wild pick of the week, but I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going with the Jets. I'm going with the away team. I just feel like I think Sam Darnold's going to be able to go to Chicago, and he's going to give them some work, man. So I think I'm going to be going with the Jets in this one. I think they're going to get the win. Next up, we have my game. We've got my Baltimore Ravens, who are sitting 4-3, going to take on the Panthers, who are 4-2. Now, my Ravens, they honestly should be like 6-1 right now, not gonna lie. We definitely should have beat the Saints last week too. I mean, it was a really good game. I wasn't too mad that we lost. Obviously, in the fashion that we lost, kind of sucked a little bit, not gonna lie, but you know what, it was still a really good game. We put up a good fight against one of the best teams in the league, and only lost by 1 point, so you know, I'm not too mad about it. But I think against their division rival, you know, the Saints, you know, their division opponent is the Panthers. Obviously I'm going with my Ravens. I mean, I'm not gonna go against them, so I'm hoping we can travel into Carolina, stop Superman Cam, and see if we can come out on top. Now we've got two games back to back where it's kind of, you know, some poop teams of the 2018 season, not gonna lie. So we've got the 2-5 Colts going to take on the 1-5 Raiders, and we're gonna go with the home team here, okay? I don't see the Raiders being like a one-win team this season. This is obviously a big opportunity for them at this point to see if they can get themselves their second win of the season. Obviously, the Raiders are just a complete mess right now, but I think I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with Oakland getting themselves the win at home. And then our other poop game of the week is going to be the 1-6 Niners taking on the 1-6 Cardinals. How crazy is that? Two teams in the same division are 1-6. That's just insane. But once again, going with the home team. That kind of seems like it's going to be a theme this week. A lot of home teams are going to get the win. And obviously the main reason I'm choosing the Cardinals actually this time is because they got a new offensive coordinator, and so this was the guy who was a part of the team when David Johnson had his 2016 season where he was an absolute monster, and like he said that he was they were going to try and get David Johnson more involved with this guy being the new offensive coordinator. So that kind of gives me a little bit of hope here, and that's probably going to push me towards why I'm choosing the Cardinals in this one. So they're going to be 2-6, not the Niners, and the Niners will be 1-7 after this week. And then we have a really good game here. I'm not going to lie, this one should be really good. We've got the Green Bay Packers. Of course, they're 3-2-1. They are going to take on the undefeated LA Rams, who are 7-0. And guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers. I just can't help it. I always have to choose Aaron Rodgers to win games, and I think this will be the week we finally see the LA Rams go down. There will be no more undefeated teams after this week. I feel like it's going to happen, man. I think Green Bay somehow is going to be able to get it done, so I'm going Aaron Rodgers. And then we have Sunday Night Football, the rematch. That game last year in the playoffs where Stephon Diggs just got a miraculous touchdown where that guy missed the tackle and he shouldn't have. It literally looked like it was staged. I mean, it was just absolutely ridiculous. So we got the Saints. Obviously, they're 5-1, one of the best teams in the league, and the Vikings are sitting 4-2-1. Now, I think for this week, or for this game, I should say, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to go Saints. I think that the Saints will get their redemption from what happened last year. I mean, obviously, it's home stadium for the Vikings. Both of these offenses are pretty good. Obviously, the Saints is a little bit better. But I think, the circumstances of what happened last year, the Saints have that more, it's fresh in the back of their minds as of Kirk Cousins. This is a new team for him. So I think with that edge right there, I'm going to have to go with Drew Brees traveling to Minnesota and coming out on top and getting that redemption win. And last but not least, we have one more division game, Monday Night Football. We've got the Patriots 5-2 going to take on the Bills, who are 2-5. And once again, these are two division opponents. They could play each other very tough. Could be a close game, but obviously the end result is going to be Tom Brady and Bill Belichick getting the win on Monday Night Football. So Tom Brady, obviously, he's going to be getting the victory here, and that's going to close out our predictions. But yeah, so there you guys have it. There are my picks for week number 8. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think that this is going to be my perfect week, to be honest. I think we'll do pretty good, though. Hopefully I'm thinking like 9 or 10 games correct once again, but of course it is time to go ahead and quickly see what EA Sports at Madden 19 decided to predict for their games this week. So first up, Thursday night game. They're 8-0, okay? They're 8-0. Like, they pick every Thursday night game, correct? I don't know how they do it, but it's starting to get really annoying at this point. So, next up, our London game. They are going to go against us here. They will be choosing the Eagles, who are going to be the away team considered here in this game. They're going to have them beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. Our next couple of games here, we are all in agreement with. We both have the Chiefs beating the Broncos. We have the Steelers beating the Browns, the Giants beating the Redskins, and the Lions beating the Seahawks. I was kind of surprised on a couple of those games. Well, actually, I was kind of surprised on them picking the Giants with me in that game, not going to lie. Next two games, we are opposite here. They're going to be going with the home teams. They're picking almost all of the home teams right now. They're going to be going with the Bengals beating the Buccaneers and the Bears beating the Jets. Now, those are kind of two no-brainer picks, not going to lie. But like I said, I kind of wanted to take my two wild picks there and see if the Jets and Buccaneers can pull through for me. They're actually going to be siding with me this week for my Ravens, so that's always a good feeling when they do that. As for our next two games, they are going to be going against us here for the Raiders game. They're going to be choosing Andrew Luck and the Colts to get the win. But then the final 4 games of this week, actually, they are going to be siding with us. So they are also going to be choosing the Cardinals over the Niners, the Packers over the Rams. That one's actually kind of surprising. We're both choosing the Saints over the Vikings, and of course, we're both going with the Patriots over the Bills. So there you guys have it, man. There are our predictions for week 8 of this season. I'm excited to see what the results are going to be. I think we're going to obviously continue to make some good progress. Hopefully we can keep our lead over Madden 19 in the overall record for our predictions this season. But once again, hope all of you guys enjoyed, man. If you did, be sure to subscribe. If you guys are new, put a thumbs up on the video if you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.